Hey there everyone! Today we're going to dive into a topic that hits close to home for many of us, and especially myself. Jealousy. Yep, that green-eyed monster that rears its head when we least expect it. But fret not, because we're going to unravel the mysteries of jealousy together and find our way out of its clutches. So have a seat, get comfy, and let's kick off this journey. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Those who are watching all the time, thanks for coming back. And new viewers, thanks for joining us. Now, jealousy. It's a complex emotion that we've all experienced at some point, even if we don't always want to admit it. But you know what? It's completely normal. I mean, who hasn't felt that sinking feeling in their stomach when their partner starts chatting with someone attractive? Or maybe your boss praises others at work but ignores your hard work and efforts. And let's be real, we've all questioned whether someone is just a friend. Now, before we get started, I want to make it crystal clear that I'm not a certified therapist or anything. This is all about my personal experience with jealousy and the process I'm going through to heal. I hope that my story can resonate with you and you can take what works for you on your own healing journey. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Jealousy can be a sneaky little devil, but it's usually rooted in fear. Fear of losing something or someone we value, fear of not measuring up, and fear of scarcity. It's our natural defense mechanism kicking in, trying to protect what we hold dear. I've worked hard to become the woman I am today, and any threat to that hard work causes intense feelings to stir up inside me. But I started wondering, where does this fear come from? Well, I learned that it's often linked to our past experiences and deep-seated insecurities. Our childhood, societal pressure, and our own sense of self-worth all play a role in shaping how we perceive and react to situations that trigger our jealousy. Personally, I've got to take a moment to reflect on those moments when jealousy takes hold, especially when I find myself comparing my personality to others. I've always been a bit on the shy side, and society has drilled it into my head that being outgoing is what's considered attractive. When someone new enters the group and they can win people over instantly with little effort because their personality is so engaging to be around, I feel envy. I try to be a happy, positive person, but sometimes that's exhausting and I need a break. So jealousy sometimes goes way back. Now, you must be wondering, how do I handle jealousy when it creeps in? Well, I strive to react in a soft, feminine way. Feminine energy is all about nurturing, intuition, and gentleness. It's about embracing our emotions instead of suppressing them. So here are a few steps that help me work through it. Number 1, own your feelings, no judgment allowed. First things first, acknowledge and accept those jealous feelings without being too hard on yourself. Seriously, it's okay to feel jealous. So take a moment, write it down, maybe even talk it out with yourself. Trust me, putting our emotions into words can make them a lot easier to understand. I have to, or my brain will not turn off. Even earlier this week, I felt some jealousy, and it's been almost 4 days, and I still can't stop thinking about it. I've accepted it, and it's not that it bothers me, it's just it replays in my mind. So I think after this video, I need to grab a pen and paper. Okay, number 2, dig deep, find the root cause. I try to reflect on why I'm feeling jealous. What's triggering those fears and insecurities? So by understanding the root cause, I can then address the underlying issues rather than just tackling the surface level symptoms. For me, it usually boils down to my self-esteem. Like as I said before, I worked hard to become the woman I am. I worked hard to get what I want, and I get scared that it was all for nothing. So it's essential to dig deep and be honest with myself. Hey, I'm always trying to improve. All right, step 3, shower yourself with compassion. Listen up, we gotta be kind to ourselves, all right? Feeling jealous doesn't make us bad people. It's just a human emotion that we all experience. So let's practice a little self-compassion. Treat ourselves like we would treat a friend going through the same thing. We deserve that love and understanding, don't we? Actually, it's funny, I tell myself this a lot. When I feel the negative talk starting in my head, I get a random voice inside that asks if I would ever say this to my friends if they came to me for advice on this topic. So why am I allowing this negativity? So seriously, it needs to stop. Okay, step 4, transform that energy into positivity. Instead of letting jealousy consume us, let's redirect that intense energy into something more positive. For example, get those creative juices flowing, spend some time in nature, or get into the practice of mindfulness. It can work wonders. I tend to work harder on side projects. Sometimes I question, is that a positive, or am I just trying to cover it up by distracting myself? So make sure what you choose to do allows you to let the feelings go and also brings you joy out of that activity. Don't let it work you up even more. All right, let's jump into number 5, communicating openly. Now, if you're feeling a little green with envy because of some relationship stuff, it's time for a good old honest chat with the other person involved. Remember, express your feelings with calmness and clarity, focusing on yourself and how you're feeling. Don't point fingers. Communication is the key. Though I'll admit it ain't always easy for me. I mean, I sometimes worry that if I mention my jealous feelings, he might think I'm just a big insecure mess. But you know what? That's not doing any favors for myself. So maybe be a little bit more bold and express in a positive way. Because I believe if the foundation of the relationship is strong, sharing your feelings shouldn't send them running. You have every right to feel the way you do, so don't hold back. Oh, and side note, jealousy is not automatically a red flag in a relationship. It's all about how you handle it, okay? Just watch out for toxic behaviors like angry outbursts, controlling every move, and if he emotionally shuts down and doesn't want to talk about it, that's not good either. I think we all deserve a little bit better than that. All right, moving on to the last step, 6, practicing gratitude. You gotta focus on all the incredible things you already have in your life instead of fixating on what you're missing. I try my absolute best every day to appreciate the heck out of what I've got, and I am grateful for it. When I see people with the outgoing personalities, I remind myself of all the amazing things that I've accomplished in my life And I remember all the amazing friends that I have, the ones who support me, the ones who will drop anything they're doing to help me in need. Those are the people I care about being in my life. The others are not needed. I don't need their acceptance. Well, there you have it. Dealing with jealousy is all about embracing those emotions with tons of love and compassion. We all have the power to transform that green monster into an opportunity for personal growth and a deeper understanding of ourselves. So let's do this together. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you found this video helpful and entertaining, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share with anyone who could use some inspiration in their life. Let's make this community grow, and let me know in the comments about your experiences with healthy or toxic jealousy. Have you embraced it as a part of who you are? Or are you still trying to get a handle on it? Remember to always nurture your beautiful feminine energy and be kind to yourself on this journey. Until next time,